So when I do more, I don't really have any competition that I'm truly worried about. I embrace people, even in the circle that I work with in manufacturing, because um, I'm very niche in what I do. I'm very targeted, and no one else can be Gail now. It's just me. And I bring that personality. And here's the other thing that I often say: I may not be your cup of tea, but I could be your shot of tequila.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I think it's very dangerous to worry too much about like risk or like things like competition. Like you definitely got to do your due diligence, but like like say for instance, we on this podcast here we've had multiple competitor guests on our show.
Yeah.
And as a company, does that make sense to us? No, no, it doesn't really. But also, I don't care. We're not worried about it. Like, you know, one, there's just enough work going around in the world that it's competition is really only a thing once you're one of the big dogs. Whenever you're in the top three or something like that, then you might have to worry about somebody small coming up and taking some market share or something like that. But if you're kind of just in your own lane and doing your own thing, like you really have nothing to worry about. Just strive to do your best, and things will work
Yeah.
out.
And Jake Hall, who posts a lot, right, on LinkedIn,
Mhm.
and I've got to know him, and he talks about, collaboration over competition. And we really have more to learn from one another. And if you get into that, if you get stuck in that place where you think, I'm going to keep everything for myself and I'm not going to share anything. I
Mhm.
mean, it's not very healthy. And at some point, you're going to need some help with something. That's happened to me now. I've had people on my show too that are, somewhat competitive, but I'm also working with someone now. And we had a great connection. We did, I was on the trade show floor doing some video interviews and capturing some B-roll, and then handed over to him, and he put together some great videos, much better, like in terms of editing, because that's not my strength. But one of the things I know I'm really good at is I can go up to someone and say, okay, got to do this interview about this, and I can get them from instead of speaking for 5 minutes that we have to edit, I can get it down to, okay, I need you to say this in 30 seconds or a minute. And people just need a little help with that. And because of my background in journalism, that's where I'm able to help them to condense what they need to say in a succinct way. And because that's where people struggle, right? When you stick a microphone sometimes in someone's face, they will often, I say sometimes they'll tell you how the watch was built as opposed to, I just need to know what time it is. So I'm good at getting the person, just tell me what time it is.